Alright, I'm back again with another video. And today, I want to take a little different tack in the subjects that we've been talking about. And I'm actually going to get a whole lot more into this on my Saturday video when I post it. I'm doing the Saturday videos on that day so they get posted later in the day. Monday and Wednesday I normally post in the morning. This is still Valentine's evening. So you'll get this tomorrow, but I'm doing it on Valentine's Day. And just because of that, I just want to do something a little different and talk about something that's important in a different way. Okay? So here's the thing. And I don't think that women understand. If they understood, they'd act totally differently. So it's clear that a whole lot of what I'm going to say is just not come across in your brain. Okay? And I'm going to start by making the following statement. Men think that women could be pretty amazing. You won't hear that a lot. You know, we don't go around saying that. I mean, and there's plenty of men who give women plenty of attention, and they're not interested. But there's a reason why these men give them attention. It's not necessarily just because, they're trying to get in their pants. That's not the only thing going on here. Men actually think that women could be pretty amazing. And women don't seem to be able to think this about themselves. The number one rule of game is you neg the girl and you kind of half blow her off and you just kind of like say, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, right? And you treat her like she's not special. Because women don't see themselves. Women don't actually think of like themselves, right? So with men, if you look, we've got a few thousand years going back of philosophy and religious thought and how to live and what's good and what's bad. And women never seem to quite boil down to that level. They never think of themselves. They never see themselves. They think of all the things that they want to need. They think of all the things they'd like to have. They think maybe sometimes of the goals that they have for themselves. But they don't think of themselves. Women very rarely think of themselves at all, from what I can tell. And it's a problem. Because excuse me. It's a problem because when you don't think of yourself, you don't look and you don't really truly see what you could be. We all know, don't cap, we all know women out here that wherever they go, they just spread sunshine. They just spread sunshine. Just like it just pours out of their purse. Like they're just carrying it around in their pocket. We all know women like that. We do. We all know women like that. We all know women that they're just a bright sunny day wherever they go. We all know women that for their families, they're just the center of the emotional universe for their husband and kids. There's plenty of men right now who have been forced to work from home for all this time, didn't want to go back to the job or still haven't gone back on the work site, and they're still getting to work from home and they're perfectly happy doing it. I personally know someone who's worked from home for a couple of years and still wouldn't do anything else unless they absolutely had to. But working at home is simply what they enjoy. And it's not like after 2 years he's sick of being around his wife. Because when you're that kind of person, there really isn't such a thing as too much. You see, there are people who would get together as much as they could. I have people I would get together with as much as I could. We don't have the time. I don't have the time to spare. They don't have the time to spare. We do what we can. But yeah, I mean, there are people I would be happy hanging around with 2 or 3 times a week. And there are wives out here that these men would be happy to hang around with every single night. We know women like this. We know women like this. So we can see, with our eyes, we can see that it's possible that women can be pretty damn amazing. But you're probably not. And I know you have 1,000 reasons for it, and I don't really care. I don't care. What I care about is that you have the potential to be this person. And you chose not to be this person. Nobody else chose for you. Nobody else can. Even if you were in a concentration camp, nobody else could choose your attitude. You choose your attitude. You and you alone. And yes, I understand that nurture has a lot to do with that. I understand that nature and your attitude has something to do with that. The way that the attitude, the personality you were born with has a lot to do with that. Yeah, I understand that. But here's the thing. You're in control. Like it or not, you're in control. And you are not the sum of the things that have influenced you. You are the sum of the things you've allowed to influence you. And there's a difference. And that difference is you. You could be. You could be. You could be that woman that spreads flowers wherever she walks. You could be that woman that everybody runs to when they need a hug. You could be. That could be you. And the only reason it's not, the only reason, literally, the only reason it's not, is because you chose. So that's it for Valentine's Day. You all have a great week. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, and I will be back with another video soon enough.